So I just got done watching the debate between Hebrew Israelites and Christians. And y'all, when I say I'm so proud of my Hebrew Israelite brother, y'all really brought it out. Y'all really brought it. I love that. But I'm making this video because I seen the comments from the Christians, and the only thing that y'all, I don't think I seen not one comment on there that spoke about against what the Hebrew Israelites were saying, stating scripture. Y'all was mad at how he said it and not what he said. And one thing I will say, a lot of y'all, a lot of you Christians, evangelicals, or, you know, with the Christian nation, y'all like shit with some sugar. Y'all like shit to be watered down. Y'all like shit to be add honey to it. This truth, you can't do that with the truth. The truth will be the truth whether you like it or not. Y'all may not like what he said or how he said it, but you can't say that what he said wasn't correct. And then, you know, one of the Christians, he was on there talking about Hebrew Israelites are no better than their slave masters with their thought process and XYZ. But y'all are forgetting that the same people who are claiming to be us has the same mindset. It took for them to have that. It took for them to have that mindset to put us where we are. They think that they're above the nations. They aren't. We are. And it's not that we think that we are. The scriptures told us that we are. That's the difference. Y'all like to skip around the parts. Y'all like to skip around the harsh truth parts of the scriptures, and then y'all like to go to John 3:16. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Y'all like to go to that, not even knowing what he was talking about, because you got to go line upon line, precept upon precept. Y'all read the Bible from top to bottom. Y'all don't go looking for no apocryphas. Y'all don't go looking for no missing books out the Bible. Y'all skip past the book of Obadiah. The book of Obadiah tells you everything you need to know. Y'all love the little sugar. Y'all love the smiley God. Like y'all having y'all head that God. Y'all gotta understand, the only reason why the Most High don't strike us down every time we see it is because of Yeshua. Shoot, if y'all had it his way, for real, we all be gone. Let's y'all get what I mean by had it his way. He tried to give us a fighting chance. Y'all know what I mean. We ain't even about to go there. But y'all have a whole different outlook on the Most High than what's really going on. Y'all forgetting who ordained Satan himself to do the things that he's doing. Remember that.
First and foremost, before we get started, I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekah Quadash, and double honors to those great millstone, while I learned his truth, and also to those elect that scattered abroad. I like to say, Shalom. Come back here today with another great and powerful lesson through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And the type of day lesson is, prophesy not unto us right things, speak to us smooth things, prophesy deceit. So I like to say shalom to all our listeners and learners. Hope this helped you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So before we start today's lesson, let's go to the book of Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. Said, the prophet that had been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So we already knowing that the prophets of old prophesied of what? Of what? Of what? Of war and of evils and of pestilence, you know, against what? Great kingdoms, you know. And also we know that the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. So there's no new thing under the sun. So we already seeing right now, the prophets right now are constantly telling you about war is coming, you know, telling you about World War III, telling you about an evil time, Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation. You know, we're telling you also about the Passover, this blood moon, you know what I'm saying, telling you what? To repent, seek the Lord while he can be found. Pestilence, all these different this outbreaks that they have, the measles, the measles outbreak, the bird flu, and many others. You know, we telling you about this left and right, all sorts of disaster. You know what I'm saying? We are constantly warning you left and right. The Lord always send his prophets before he send forth the judgment. So hey man, there's no new thing once again under the sun. So we seen in the video. We get verse 9 in a minute. We seen in the video, it had a few bones in it. She said the wrong name, which in fact was not Yeshua. That's Yiddish. We know him as Yahushua Hamashiach, the true name. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. But she made some good points in that video, and also we know that she has been watching the prophet. So a lot of our people are waking up, but it's more than just knowing that you are Israelite, a Hebrew Israelite. It's more than that. So you got to be a part of the election. The true believers of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, the elect. That's who the Lord is coming back for. But one thing about it, I felt like it was a pretty good video through the spirit, and I hope that you can receive, pick out the bone. We not Yeshua, but Yahweh. And everybody, I seen in the comment that someone put it up in the comment board when I looked on that TikTok video. So now let's go to verse 9, just to bring that out. Let's go to verse 9. Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 9 said, the prophet would prophesy of peace. When the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord had truly sent him. So in that day you shall know that a prophet was among you. And one thing about it, that you cannot do anything against the truth, but for the truth. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, we're here. You can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. Salakia. So we seeing right now that, a lot of people still are unbelieving, still scoffing and mock. When you go to Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 13, it says, whosoever despises the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua shall be put to death. So that's where we at right now. The Lord's getting ready to bring forth that judgment like we have never seen before. So right now, they want to hear these smooth things. They want to hear this feel good doctrine. The Lord loved everyone. Everyone can be saved. Jeebus Cross, white man Jeebus Cross. You know what I'm saying? Which in fact, that is a colonial plantation gospel that was given to you by your oppressor, which in fact, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. But a lot of our people are stuck on stupid. A lot of our people have what you call Stockholm syndrome. They love the white man. They want to, they want everyone to be saved, a part of of your birthright, your inheritance. But the one thing about it, salvation is only for Israel. And that about it, one thing about the Negroes, the Latinos, the Native Indians, I'm talking to you. It's time to return to your true power. And a lot of our people, right now, they love oppression. You know what I'm saying? They are stuck on it, and right now, they hate him that rebukes at the gate. Let's get that right quick. Let's go here to Amos chapter 5, then we'll go to Isaiah chapter 30. Amos chapter 5 and verse 10. Amos chapter 5 and verse 10. We get it right quick. And it reads, says, they hate him that rebukes at the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. And one thing about who is rebuking at the gate, the prophets. You know what I'm saying? And when he said rebuke is at the gate, they were in the chief place of concourse, in the highways and the byways, making these video epistles. And everybody, they constantly, they abhor him or despise him, constantly despising and scoffing and mocking, the men of the Lord, that one is constantly speaking uprightly, telling you the truth, giving it to you straight with no chaser. They're not sugarcoat a damn thing. Either you will hear or either you will forbear. So one thing about it, that's a lot of these, what you call these so-called church people, I love Jeebus Cross. I love the Lord, have a zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge. And one thing about it, they still are unbelieving to this day. So now let's go here to Isaiah chapter, so they hate him that rebukes at the gate. It's constantly scoffing and mocking left and right. Look at you all crazy and stuff. But one thing about it, you're in for a rude awakening. Let's go here to Isaiah chapter 30. Just a quick lesson through the spirit. Isaiah chapter 30. We'll start up at verse 9. Isaiah chapter 30. We'll start up at verse 9. We'll highlight that too. Let's highlight it right quick. I always like to highlight my verses. And just like the lady said in the video, it said precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. When you go to Isaiah chapter 28, I think around verse 10. So one thing about it is that, a lot these church going people, these 2/3, they don't read. They don't read line upon line, precept upon precept. They're just only listening to some stupid, wicked ass so-called black wicked devil pastor. Reverend Lowdown. You know what I'm saying? Reverend Pork Chop. You know what I'm saying? Tell you all kind of lies and deceit. So there, I start here. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9 said that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Verse 10 said, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth thing, prophesy deceit to this day. And out of the Bible, we already know that in the ancient time, the seers was the prophets back then. So back then, when the seer came, or the prophet came into a city or a town or village, they were very afraid. That's why they always ask do you come in peace? And one thing about it, they already know that, he gonna come with you, a true man of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, the true prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. They're not going to lie to you. They're going to give you the straight truth from Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, the one that sent them. These are not our words. These are the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. And one thing about it is that, you're not hating us. You hating the one that sent us once again. You know what I'm saying? Not Yeshua, Yahushua, Hamashiach. And one thing about it, so right now, they want to hear flattering thing. Everything will be okay. The Lord has got a special blessing for you. You know what I'm saying? Everything will be all right. The world is not ending. That is not the MOTB. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, that the Lord is coming back for everyone. So you believe that you're in for a rude awakening. So that's what they want to hear, each and everything, nice thing. Let's read it in the NLT. It said, they tell the seers, stop seeing vision. Say they tell the prophets, don't tell us what is right. Tell us nice thing. Tell us lies. That's exactly what these damn 2/3 they wants to hear. They love those lies and deceit. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, that's why the Lord said the wisdom of this world is foolishness to him. And out about you're not seeking the Lord, your true power, coming back under that total subjection. And if you're not a part of the election, you're going to be unalive. So that's the point that we're at right now. So a lot of people, they're quick to hear a lie than the truth. They'll run away from the truth. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You need to get away from me. You're crazy. You're teaching hate speech. But one thing about it, you getting ready to find out. You getting ready to F around and find out. Verse 11 said, get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. They wanted to get far away from them with this doom and gloom. The prophets of doom. We're going to come tell you, you know what I'm saying? It's going to cut you, cut you deep. And what, you know what I'm saying? This truth will cut you to pieces. You know what I'm saying? That's in Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, one thing about it, man, this Bible is faithful and true. Verse 12 said, wherefore, thus said the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay at their own. A lot of people love oppression, love the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? Constantly, love wickedness and hate the good. And one thing about it, they just stuck on stupid. We put it like that. Verse 13, therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, said whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. So one thing about it, these things shall suddenly come upon you. That's why it should not be putting off from day to day. And one thing about it, a lot of our people are adding sin to sin. And one thing about it, the Lord is getting ready to judge this place. That same rebellious house that did not want to return to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. So one thing about it, they don't want to hear nothing about the truth. They don't want to hear anything about that the Lord is only coming back for that elect. They don't want to hear about, the Lord is getting ready to put these nations into total subjection under us. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear none of that. You know, that's a lie. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear that the so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. We constantly warn you left and right. They don't want to hear any of those things. All they want to hear is what lies and deceit to this day. So now let's go here to Romans chapter 3. Let's go to Romans chapter 3 and verse 3. Let's get this one right quick. Romans chapter 3 and verse 3. And it reads here, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? Hell no. You know, you can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. You know, so that, you know, as it is written, it shall come to pass. You know, it is what it is. Verse 4 said, the Almighty forbid, yea, let God be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, said that thou mightest be justified in thy saying, and mightest overcome when thou is judged. So one thing about it, the Lord's getting ready to bring forth that judgment, you know. And one thing about it, you know, the word judges, you know, they already, you know, these Christians always say, no, only God can judge me. Well, the word can judge you. And out about it, you already know that, you know, the angels in the flesh are the judges, you know, are going to be the judge in the next kingdom, you know, the Elohims, the one that the Lord is coming back for, Genesis chapter 1 and verse 1, you know, the divine one, the judges, the rulers. And one thing about it, you know what I'm saying, the word judges you. A lot of our people, you know, it's still constantly rebellious to this day. They don't want to hear the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. They coming in that Barabbas spirit. You know, I was listening at a lesson, Elder Yasser Rama out of Dallas. You know, he was talking about how, you know, that spirit of Barabbas, you know what I'm saying, you know, how they killed the prophet, you know, they constantly scoffed and mocked the prophet, you know, back then, you know, they got hell to pay. You know, they have blood on their hands. You know, they want to hear them lies and deceits each and every day. You know what I'm saying? They want to constantly, you know what I'm saying, they want to get their own gain, leaning on their own understanding, but not trusting and believing in Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So now, that's something she said about John 3:16. Let's get that right quick, because these Christians always go to that. Let's get that right quick. Very simple breakdown here. Let's go here to St. John chapter 3. Let's go there right quick. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our people don't read. You know what I'm saying? They don't read line upon line. You know, they constantly listen at what Pastor Pork Chop. You know what I'm saying? Constantly, you know what I'm saying? Going and, you know, constantly they said if you I can't remember that saying, but it said, you know, if you led it by a blind man, you both shall fall in the ditch. Something of that nature. John 3:16, Salakia. Let's get it right quick. John 3:16. This is what these Christians, these church people love to go to. It said John 3:16 said, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. So first thing we want to do is say, you know, it says it's so God so loved the world. So let's go look up this word world. Let's go into the interstellar right quick and look up the world. You know what I'm saying, right quick. It says here G2889. So they don't take the time out to look. It says here cosmos.
Strong's G2889. Cosmos.
So the one we want is here. It's an harmonious arrangement or constitution, order of government. And all about this talking about what the Israel of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? One thing about that's who the Lord is talking about. And also, you know, it's also, you know, we in the Bible too, you know, Israel is also known as what the stars, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a couple of scriptures. They kind of escape me right now. You know, so one thing about it is talking about this orderly arrangement, you know what I'm saying? The cosmos is talking about that world, which in fact is Israel. So, and another thing, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand the Lord created the worlds with the S. So we'll get that one in a minute too. So when you go to that John 3:16, it's talking about the world of Israel. You know what I'm saying? The Israelites, you know what I'm saying? The Negroes, the Latinos, the Native Indians, you know what I'm saying? That harmonious arrangement or constitution, order, or government. So that's what he's talking about, the order arrangement, so Israel, so we can understand that. So now let's get a little bit more breakdown of this, get a little bit more edification. Let's go here and let's go here to Hebrews chapter 1 and verse 1. We'll start there. Hebrews chapter 1, and we'll start up at verse 1. Let me highlight this right quick. Just a little edification. I'm gonna bring it out. The word worlds, don't mean Archimedes, the entire world, It's talking about an age, eon, Let's go here. It says, Hebrews chapter 1 and verse 1, it said, God who at sundry times in diverse matters spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets. Verse 2 said, has in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he has appointed heirs of all things, by whom also he made the worlds. So when you go into that word worlds, it goes into what? Our eon, our age. So the Lord created the ages, you know what I'm saying? It says right now, like when you go to second chapter 6 and verse 9, says Esau is the end of the world. End of what world? That age, eon. You know what I'm saying? And Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. That new age, new eon. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they don't read line upon line. You know what I'm saying? Here a little, there a little. So right there, the Lord created the worlds. What world was he talking about? He was not talking about the entire world. You know what I'm saying? It's two different types of world. You got Archimedes and you got eon. Aeon, I think it's the way it's said, but one thing about it, so the Lord created the ages, you know what I'm saying, the eon, so we can get a little better understanding. So now let's go here to Jeremiah. Just quick lesson. Once again, I hope that you will get edified. Tongue a little drying out on me once again. Let's see here, just a quick hit. Let's see here, Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22. Let's get this one right quick. It says Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22 said, for my people is Sardis. They have not known me. They are Salak. Let me start over again. Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22 said, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sardis, children. They have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. So one thing about it, Sardis goes into stupid, you know what I'm saying? To this day, they're very foolish, but, they're quick to do evil. But when it comes to doing the right thing, they have no knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They are that same rebellious house. You know what happened in Moses' time, you know what happened in Lot's time, and also what happened in these times. There's no new thing under the sun. These are the days of Noah. So we seeing right now, hey man, these right now, you know what I'm saying, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. And also she made another point in that video about, you know what I'm saying, that we was above all people. And also she was saying that they have the same mindset that we have, but they don't. That's another bone we have to pick out, you know what I'm saying? But one thing, they are with imposters, a counterfeit, acting like us, the fake, Jays, you know what I'm saying? The synagogues of Satan. So let's go here to Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. And they, our people right here, they want to hear them smooth. They don't hear this right here. They'll skip over this, and just want to hear the thing that they want to hear, want to make it feel good gospel for them. One thing about it, this Bible is about lamentation, mournings, and woes. You know what I'm saying? So one thing about it that you're in for a rude awakening. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6 said, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy power. Said the Lord thy power has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's plain and simple. Who is the Lord talking about? He's talking about what? Israel, the Negroes, the Latinos, the Native Indians. This is very simple thing, but the Christian or the church going people will make it out of something else, try to go back and forth. Just like, once again, You can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's just plain and simple. Above all nations. The Lord put a nation above all nations. Let's go to this one right quick. Just run it, just rolling in the spirit right quick. Amos chapter 3, and we'll start up at verse 1. Amos chapter 3 and verse 1 say, hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family. Family goes into nation, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, verse 2, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquity. So out of the body, was everyone in Egypt at that particular time? He's saying, yeah, only you have I known. He's talking about what Israel. And one thing about it, when you go back to Moses' time, Moses went in front of Pharaoh and said, let my people go. So now we're in what? Modern day Egypt. Which in fact is America, Babylon the Great. And also we know we're coming upon the Passover and hoping that, the Lord, this year would be our year of our great deliverance and also the destruction of Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? That about it, man. We cannot wait. So right now, this is another clear cut. They don't want to hear this right here. The Lord don't love everyone. Let's read this once again. Verse 2 said, said, you only have I known of all the families, of all the nations of the earth. Therefore will I punish you for your iniquity. So one thing about the Lord is only have a covenant with who? With Israel. You know what I'm saying? When Moses, when he came down with the 10 Commandments, with the law. And one thing about it, this is plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of our people, they are rebellious. They have eyes, to hear, but they hear not. They have ears to hear, but they what? Well, they have eyes to see, but they see not. They have ears to hear, but they what? Hear not. So we are here right here today, man. I'm telling you, man. That same rebellious house. So now let's go here to let's go to Proverbs. We'll close out in Proverbs. Let's go ahead. Let's close out in Proverbs. Just not meant to be a long lesson. Let's go here to Proverbs. We'll close out here. Proverbs chapter 1. Proverbs chapter 1. We'll start up at verse 22 and we'll read down about around 27. Let's start. Let me highlight some of this. I always like to highlight my stuff. It just read better to me. Let's see here. I don't know why I hadn't highlighted this. I goes in this scriptures all the time. Let's get this one here. We go all the way to 27. I think. Salakia, one moment. Oh, man. Let's see. Let's get this one here. One moment. So we're seeing right now, they love to hear smooth things, lies and deceit. You know what I'm saying? Everything would be all right. The Lord is not coming back right now. Like that wicked Negro, I can't think his name, Sakari, said it could be 1,000 years. And look what happened to him. The Lord is going to bring forth that judgment. The Lord is going to do a lot of exposing. The Lord's getting ready to do a lot of what? A killing. The Lord said, I come not to bring peace, but a sword. Do that sound like the Lord love everyone? No, it does not. You know what I'm saying? So let's get this one right quick here. It's Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. We'll read down. It said, wisdom cries without. She utters her voice in the street. It said verse 21, she cries in the chief place of concourse. It said, in the openings of the gates in the city, she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple one, will love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fool hate knowledge. So that's right now, say they hate him that rebukes at the gate. And out about it said, wisdom cries without, she utter her voice in the street. And out about the men of the Lord and the highways and byways, make these video a pistol. But one thing about it, we knowing that the Lord is going to bring forth the famine of the world, and it's fast approaching. And one thing about it, they still want to hear those smooth things. They want to hear not right things. They want to hear what? Lies and deceit. And one thing about it, one thing the Lord said, the deceiver and the deceived is his, says the Lord. So one thing about it, you're not getting away with a damn thing. And one thing about it, them simple ones are the 2/3. Let's go here. Verse 23 said, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you. The Lord is doing that right now. You know what I'm saying? The prophet, you know what I'm saying? The Lord said, you shall see your teachers. He's making it known for you, making it plain. Verse 24 said, because I have called and ye refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Verse 25 said, but ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. Verse 26, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fears come. So how the Lord is going to laugh at you, what? Through his mouthpiece, through his prophets. And we're going to be laughing at you when you get effed up, when it's time of trouble comes, Jacob trouble, the hour of temptation, when the devil come down with great wrath. This man is getting ready to roll on us. While you're sleeping, the devil is constantly getting busy. Verse 27 said, when your fears cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Verse 28, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So one thing about it is what the point we at right now. So they're going to require of the Lord after all this scoffing and mock, they're going to begin to see that, you know what? These men are telling us the truth. These things are lining up like clockwork. This blood moon, this Passover, these things are coming to pass left and right. The Lord said he would show great signs and fearful sights, in the heavens. That's exactly what's happening. World War III is constantly brewing. These things are constantly picking up. All sorts of events, all sorts of calamities and catastrophes are happening left and right. Let's get one more. So in that day they shall know that a prophet was among them. You know what I'm saying? Because these prophecies, they are what coming to pass. Let's go here to Ezekiel. We'll close out here. Ezekiel chapter 33. And we'll start up at verse 33. Let's go all the way down to verse 33. Scroll all the way down. Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 33. And it reads, and when this cometh to pass, what these prophecies, lo, it will come. They will not tarry. At the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. Let's read from the top again. Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 33 said, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. They are getting ready to find out that a prophet was among them. You know what I'm saying? Let's read in the NLT. It said, but when all these terrible things happen to them, as they certainly will, said, then they will know a prophet had been among them. So one thing about it, these prophets are speaking loud and clear. When you go to Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3, at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, it shall surely come. So right now, these prophets are not prolonging anymore. The Lord's getting ready to execute judgment, like we have never seen before. We're constantly warning you, our salvation is at the door. While you are constantly what? Sleeping, the devil is constantly getting busy. And one thing about it, a lot of people still think there are a good case, still that they have time, in place of repentance. But one thing about it, the door of repentance is closing. And one thing about it, we knowing that, things are getting ready to get worse and worse to the great and glorious return of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Our salvation is at the door. Seek the Lord. So the title of the day's lesson, once again, is prophesy not unto us right thing, speak unto us smooth thing. Prophesy deceit. You know what I'm saying? Also, prophesy mean to say before. So I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua Ba'ashim Rekah Kwadash. I like to say, Shalom. Shalom.